Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I have a 2-month OwlCrate unboxing to show you. I know that OwlCrate unboxings aren't necessarily the most popular videos on my channel, but I feel like it's still fun to showcase them. I have contemplated starting a second channel as like a book channel and doing sort of like book reviews over there, but I for some reason haven't fully committed to the idea of it. So I think for now I'll still showcase this stuff here, and if I do actually decide to start a second channel, I don't know, I'm like real hesitant about it, then I would move the content over there. But for now, I'm just gonna show you the 2 months. The two different themes were Something Wicked This Way Comes and Mythical Creatures. So this was September and this was August. So I'll just go ahead and show you the different things that came in the boxes. So the first thing that I have is this really cute sticker with Hagrid on it. I think it's so endearing. I personally don't put stickers on my laptop, but I definitely want to put this up somewhere in my classroom, just on my desk somewhere, because I think it's really adorable. I'm a big fan of it. We also got a bookmark, which is from Six of Crows. It says, when everyone knows you're a monster, you needn't waste time doing every monstrous thing. And then the other side of it says, no mourners, no funerals among them. It passed for good luck. I've never read this book, so those kind of quotes are lost on me, but no big deal. We also got this really cute little pin that says, I chose this. Again, this is in reference to a book that I haven't read, but it's really pretty as a heart. And I do like wearing pins like this on my pea coats in the winter. Then we have We Are the Darkest Axe Made Light. Again, another sticker that I could easily put up in my classroom to add a little bit more fun little decor. Then we got the soaplibrarian.com Son of Poseidon Eucalyptus Tea Bath Salts. I think this is really fun. I teach Greek mythology with my freshmen, so I feel like this is just a fun extra theme that fits in with what I'm teaching right now. The scent of this is very relaxing. It reminds me of the Tea Time Wax Melt from, I think it's Better Homes and Garden or Sensationals, which you can get at Walmart. Big fan of this. I haven't actually used this. I'm not the biggest bathtub person, but when I do baths, I love to have bath salts in there or something like this, so I'm a big fan of getting a sample like this. We also have in here Death Before Decaf, which is a really funny name. This is the Dark Arts Roast, which is, again, a shout out to Harry Potter. It says it has in here chocolate, orange, and almond flavors. It's Papua New Guinea. This looks really fun. Again, a shout out to Harry Potter. Ben will probably use this because I don't drink coffee or tea. I have this really cute dragon sort of like change purse that you can put small stuff in here. I'm a fan of this. I will get use out of this. I'll probably throw my headphones in here and put this in my gym bag. Then we got this really pretty wooden bookmark. It says, I am the blood of the dragon. It's from Ink and Wonder. I just imagine that it was probably very like nicely painted. I don't know if it's screen printed, but either way, I'm a big fan of this bookmark. Then we got a book sleeve. I like the pattern on here. I've never used book sleeves or thought about it, but I feel like it is actually a good idea because I definitely have had times where I've had like a paperback book that I've thrown into a bag or something and the pages get worn down or the cover can get folded over. So I think this is a nice idea. How often will I use it? I don't know 100%, but I'm glad I at least get to try it out and be exposed more to proper book care. Because even though I am pretty good to my books, I don't dog ear the pages, they can get worn down. The other thing that we got, which is one of my favorite things in this, is these out of print socks in polka dots. And it has Edgar Allan Poe on it. I just think these are hysterical. I really wish there's a class that we teach at my high school called Mystery and Suspense, and they do Edgar Allan Poe in it. I don't teach the class, but I feel like if I did, I would rock these socks all the time and point them out to the students who probably wouldn't care that much, but I don't care. I think this is super adorable. I really like stuff like this, and I honestly wish that we could get more wearable items in these boxes because I think it's a fun way to do like literature shout out and stuff like that isn't super like gimmicky or hokey. I don't know. I don't find these hokey. Maybe you do. All right, now on to the books that we got. The first is Sleepy Hollow and Other Short Stories by Washington Irving. I think this is a really classic book to put in for the theme. I just really enjoy this. I'll definitely probably read these as I want something short. I don't typically read short stories very often, but I have not read like Rip Van Winkle or Sleepy Hollow in a long time, so I may want to come back to them. We also got the book The Hearts We Sold by Emily Lord Jones. It says her heart is no longer hers to give. It has like a really eerie cover to it. The inside from the author's note says, "Dear OwlCrate, I love stories about tricksters, stories of ill-fated deals, of straw spun to gold, of a wish made on monkey's paw, of magic and monsters. Such stories ask questions that writers spend a lot of time thinking about. What do people want and how far will they go to get it? When I was a teenager, I wanted books. More specifically, I wanted stories that would reassure me everything would be okay. I wanted a book in which I could see my own fears and desires reflected in the pages. A story where the monsters could be defeated, love wasn't an impossibility, and the girl could save herself. So I wrote that book. I even included a trickster and a few ill-fated deals. This book is, if you'll forgive the phrase, very close to my heart. I hope you enjoy it. All the best, Emily." The premise of this story says that Dee Moreno is out of options. Her home life sucks, to put it mildly, and she's about to get booted from her boarding school, the only place she's ever felt free for lack of funds. But this is a world where demons exist, and the demons are there to make deals, one human body part in exchange for one wish come true. The demon who Dee approaches doesn't trade in the usual arms and legs, however. He's only interested in her heart. And what comes after Dee makes her deal is a nightmare far bigger, far more monstrous than anything she ever could have imagined. Reality is turned on its head, and Dee has only her fellow heartless, charming, but secretive James Lancer to keep her grounded, as something like her love grows between them amid an otherworldly ordeal. Dee begins to wonder, can she give James her heart when it's no longer hers to give? This reminds me of like The Little Mermaid, but without the voice and your heart instead. It definitely is intriguing. I have not had a chance yet to crack into this, but I really can't wait to do it. I've put it at the top of my nightstand book pile of books that I'd like to get through. The other book that we got in the other month box, which I'm really excited about, it looks so intriguing. It's called Before She Ignites. And this is actually a special cover for OwlCrate. The gold title and then the gold, I don't know, dragon or snake, whatever that is actually all in silver on the copies you can get in store, which I know this is like a small detail to change, but it's definitely really cool, and I think it makes it feel more unique to our box. And they had to print these just for our subscription, which is kind of cool. It came with a little guide of different like dragons, which I appreciate because I am not like a dragon expert, and I definitely enjoy having supplemental materials to go along with the books that I'm reading. So this one included as well in this month an interview with the author, which again, I enjoy learning about the authors. I'm actually going to a bookstore in a couple of weeks to meet with E.E. Lockhart. She's doing a book event there, and I am a big fan of her as an author. She's written a couple of books like Genuine Fraud that I really, really enjoyed recently, and so I'm curious to hear more from her. But the book, Before She Ignites, we have a little author's card here. It says, "When I was young, I collected all things unicorn. The first one was a gift, and soon I went seeking more. Is it any wonder that I grew up to write fantasy books?" In Before She Ignites, Mira falls in love with dragons the same way. A single gift shapes her entire life, but in her world, dragons are real and endangered. Mira is a fierce advocate for dragons, and she longs to help them however she can. One of my biggest goals for this book was to capture the same sense of wonder I felt as a young girl just learning about magical creatures, and I hope it ignites a spark of fascination in you too. So I like the premise of this. I really hope this book does not become a love story like a lot of female protagonist type young adult books do. But the premise of this, it says, before. Mira Minkaba is the hope bearer. Since the day she was born, she's been told she's special, important, perfect. She's known across the Fallen Isles not just for her beauty, but for the peace treaty named after her, an agreement that united the 7 islands against their enemies on the mainland. But Mira never felt perfect. She counts compulsively. She struggles with crippling anxiety, and she's far too interested in dragons for a girl of her station. After. Then Mira discovers an impulsive secret that challenges everything she and the treaty stand for. Betrayed by the very people she has spent her life serving, Mira is sentenced to the pit, the deadliest prison in the Fallen Isles. There, a cruel guard would do anything to discover the secret she died to protect. No longer beholden to those who betrayed her, Mira must learn to survive on her own and unearth scorching truths about the Fallen Isles and herself before her very world collapses. So it has a little bit of adventure and mystique to it. Like I'm saying, I'm hoping there's no love in here, but I'll definitely keep you guys posted. If it is worthy enough, it'll make it into a favorites video in the future. But that is it for me. I really do enjoy OwlCrate. I think if you're someone who likes to read, it is a bit of a pricier subscription, but I definitely think it's worth it. It's exposed me to a lot of really wonderful literature I probably never would have gotten my hands on otherwise, and I'm very much indebted and grateful to the creators of the OwlCrate boxes. But I'll talk to you guys in the next video real soon. Bye.